Nothing to see here, folks. Just a guy carrying a giant tripod with a camera and a microphone through his neighborhood. Nothing to see here at all. All right, we are at ND level 6. Shutter speed is 1/50th of a second. Going through some shade. And our ISO is 100, and we're shooting at f1.4. So we're going through sun and then shade and then sun here in a second. My arm is getting very tired from holding this tripod. Some sun. Here's direct sunlight. I'm at level 6. Let's go to level 8. How about that? Now am I too dark this way? Oh, the struggles. But what's cool is you can just turn it and get that hard stop. So then I know I'm at 6 now, and I think it looks better. Okay, my arm is getting very tired. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I make videos about cameras, photography, and all that good stuff. Today we are outside in the wonderful fresh air. Normally don't do videos outside, I just hit the tripod. But today's an exception because we are doing a video on the Freewell filter system, variable ND filters that have, drum roll please, magnets. Everything's better with magnets, right? So full disclosure, Freewell sent me these filters to review, or the filter system. They didn't tell me what to say. The only thing to note is that there is an Indiegogo campaign for these right now, which you can get them cheaper, I think, during the month of August. So links down below for all of that information, but Freewell has no idea what I'm gonna say in this video. It is all my subjective opinion. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about what is in the actual system. Apologies if you see literal sweat dripping down from my face or my body. It is like 90+ degrees outside. Maybe should have did the video inside after all. So what Freewell has done differently with this system is they've added magnets, and there are also hard stops, so you can actually tell when you're at the end of the VND, and that eliminates also getting that cross X pattern on your shots when you're shooting with these filters. There's a bunch of different use cases with these filters. I'll put on the screen. There's almost too many to kind of go over in this video. I just wanted to give a quick overview of my experience with the filters, a little thought on a negative with these filters, because I've seen a lot of praise from other YouTubers like Done and Did It, Camera Conspiracies, and things like that. Great channels, great videos, which I will link down below. Conspiracy or Camera Conspiracies does share a thought about this filter system that I have, so I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. Overall, I really love the build quality of these filters and the whole entire system when it comes down to the box, which has nice facts on it, and then the case itself, which is really nice. I have it right here, really like it, and then even the end cap has a really good quality to it. I think just overall, for the price, what you get, I really like it. I myself thought about getting the Peter Mckinnon filters before, but they are so darn expensive. I think it's like $250 for just one of the filters. I personally think that is too much, or at least that's just, you know, my budgetary restrictions. So I don't know what your guys' budget is, but this system from Freewell is cheaper than the Peter Mckinnon alternatives. Okay, so let me show you guys what it looks like with each of the filters on. Right now we're at 1/2000th of a second shutter speed, f1.4, ISO 100. So obviously you can't shoot a super fast shutter speed all of the time, or you want to catch some motion blur or do long exposures, yada yada. So that's what these filters are for. They let you play with your shutter speed out in super bright times of day and things like that. So it gives you a lot of different flexibility, and with the magnets and everything, it's just chef's kiss. It's gonna get super bright for just a moment. I'm gonna change the shutter speed to 1/50th of a second. I'm shooting at 24 frames per second, so double your frame rate, the whole 180 degree rule, And yeah, so let's go. So I'm gonna change the shutter speed. I'm gonna put the regular VND base on first. So let's go ahead and make it super bright for just a second. I'm so sorry. All right, let's put that in. There you go. Super bright, not that great. Only one VND stop so far. All right, then I'm going to put on, this is the 2 to 5 stop, and this is it at 5. So this is full strength of the 2 to 5 stop filter. And it looks pretty good right now. We're at 1/50th of a second shutter speed. So this is the 180 degree rule, what you would really like to shoot at if you're at 24 frames per second outside. It is super bright out. I am in the shade, so if I wanted to sit in the sun, I would then use the 6 to 9 stop, which I'll put on right now. All right, so this is with the 6 to 9 stop. This is it at 9, so super dark. Let's change it to 6. There we go. That looks pretty good. I mean, obviously you can change the shutter speed. We can slow it down a little bit. We can go to 1/30th of a second. That's where we're at right now. And it looks pretty good. So yeah, actually I should probably do a quick comparison between the regular VND plate and then the mist VND combo. So let me show you guys that right now. All right, so this is ND level 6 without the mist. So no mist, no trendiness right now. All right, and this is the ND6 with the VND mist base plate. So what do you think? All right, we got the mist plate in. This is what it looks like. All right, so what are my thoughts on these filters overall? The one thing that I dislike about them, which Camera Conspiracies also talked about, was that it is very hard to get the cap off of the filter system without taking the filter with it. So I'll put on the screen kind of me demonstrating that, and really it's a two-hand job, which the whole point of the system is to have quick accessibility when you're changing filters and things like that, and just be on the go. So the magnets are very strong, which is great, but it's also a con because, like I said, it just takes the filter with it when you're trying to take it off, unless you put your finger down on the filter and then remove the cap. So it would be really cool if they implemented just like a thumb catch, just something like a little semicircle off of the filter or off of the cap so you can take it off in just an easier way. It's a very minor thing, it feels like, but it's actually a major thing because it just makes it harder to use when things are just coming off and all that type of stuff. Other than that, I really like this whole system. I love the base plate idea and magnets. Just awesome. I love magnets. And I think the price overall is great, at least what I'm seeing on the Indiegogo campaign. So again, I'll put all those links down below. I also like the fact that these aren't like, I also really like the fact is that these are definitely the nicest filters I've ever come across that aren't going to literally put you in debt. I think the whole system is very well built. I like the styling of it. That's just subjective and everything like that. And for all of the different use cases that you get, the CPL, the 32 ND, the 2 different ND ranges, and then the mist base plate and the non-mist base plate, I just think all of that for the price that I've seen on the Indiegogo is a really great deal. The Peter Mckinnon filters I know are an arm and a leg just for one filter. Also don't have magnets, just saying. Peter Mckinnon filters are just overpriced in my opinion. Now, I've never actually used them, so I can't, you know, say with 100% certainty that you should say get the Freewell over the Peter Mckinnon filters, but I just think that they are overpriced. I've used a lot of different filters and I think these are my favorites so far. Let's make this a little brighter. Sorry about that. I didn't really realize that. I was looking at the lens, not myself. But yeah, that about wraps up my thoughts on these. I think they're great. I can't wait until they're like officially launched outside of the Indiegogo campaign and everything like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed the examples and this video. I am going to go get into air conditioning because I'm sweating my balls off right now. But Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I will see you in the next episode. Later. The worst part about vlogging is coming back and getting the camera.